When discussing iconic superhero films that bring something different to the table, Kick-Ass immediately springs to mind. This movie isn't your typical cape-wearing superhero saga. Instead, it serves as a brilliant mix of traditional comic book styles, dark and sometimes cheeky humor, and intense, edge-of-your-seat action. The result? A narrative that left a lasting impression on viewers all over the globe. The spellbinding journey of the story was only made possible due to the stellar cast. Every actor and actress in the film didn't just act. They transformed into their characters, adding depth and layers to the narrative. Their exceptional performances gave life to the script and drew viewers into their world. Among these talents, there were some truly standout performances that deserve special mention, making Kick-Ass not just a hit, but a cult classic in its own right. Now let's dive in and explore these unforgettable roles that cemented Kick-Ass's place in cinematic history. Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kick-Ass, Dave Lazowski. When we talk about the movie Kick-Ass, it's impossible not to mention its main hero. The role was played incredibly by the talented Aaron Taylor Johnson. Please subscribe to Speedy Brand for more insightful updates. Thank you. Before stepping into the shoes of this iconic character, Taylor Johnson had made a mark for himself in the world of cinema. He had been part of several independent films where he showcased his sheer ability to get into the skin of any character. When he played Dave Lazowski in Kick-Ass, viewers saw a reflection of every teenager's dreams, hopes, and the common insecurities they face. But when he transformed into Kick-Ass, he became this bold and fearless figure. Even though he sometimes made questionable decisions, it only made the character relatable. What stood out was Taylor Johnson's ability to give so many layers to a role that, in the hands of a less skilled actor, could have just been pretty straightforward. It's this depth that made the character memorable and showed just how versatile Taylor Johnson is as an actor. Chloe-Grace Moretz as Hit Girl, Mindy McCready. In the world of cinematic heroes, few have made as lasting an impression as Hit Girl from the film, and much of that credit goes to the remarkable Chloe-Grace Moretz. Whenever she appeared on screen, viewers couldn't help but be captivated by her. We are really grateful for your time. Keep watching. Moretz's leap into the role of the sharp-tongued, sword-swinging young heroine was truly a sight to behold. This was not your everyday young female character. Far from the cliched roles that young actresses often find themselves in, Hit Girl broke all stereotypes. Chloe was powerful, fierce, and downright unstoppable. Moretz, in playing this role, didn't just put on a costume. She embodied the spirit and essence of the character. The way she threw herself into the intense physical sequences and the emotional depths of the role was a testament to her dedication. Her portrayal of Hit Girl wasn't just about action. It was about giving life to a character that has now become iconic. It was clear that Moretz wasn't just acting. She was living the character, making her performance all the more unforgettable. Christopher Mintz-Plasse as Red Mist, Chris D'Amico. When we think of Christopher Mintz-Plasse, we often remember his hilarious moments in comedy movies. But in playing the role of Red Mist, he took a step into slightly murkier waters. Of course, he didn't completely abandon his comedic roots. Throughout the film, audiences were treated to his signature, witty, and humorous style. Yet what made this role stand out was the blend of humor with raw emotion. Mintz-Plasse dug deep, showcasing not just the comedic side we all know and love, but also the pain, jealousy, and drive of his character. Starting off as someone who just wanted to fit in and be a part of the superhero world, Red Mist's journey into a multidimensional villain was a treat to watch. And it was Mintz-Plasse's skilled portrayal that made this transition believable. He gave us glimpses into the insecurities and ambitions that fueled Red Mist's actions, making the audience both empathize with and be wary of him. This role, different from his usual comedic parts, highlighted how versatile Christopher Mintz-Plasse truly is. His performance added layers to the story, making the film richer and more engaging for viewers. Nicolas Cage as Big Daddy, Damon McCready. When you mention the name Nicolas Cage, many might think of his unique and sometimes offbeat roles in the past. But his turn as Big Daddy in the movie was truly something special. This wasn't just another character for Cage. It was a showcase of his deep understanding of complex emotions and relationships. Using his distinct style, Cage infused the character with a blend of passion for comic book heroics and a father's deep, unwavering love for his child. Every time he shared the screen with Moretz's hit girl, the atmosphere was electric. Their interactions weren't just about their shared mission to fight crime, but they also painted a picture of a father-daughter duo who relied on each other in a world filled with challenges. The subtleties in their conversations, the shared glances, and even their synchronized actions in combat highlighted their inseparable bond. Cage's performance was a beautiful mix of a protective father figure and a mentor guiding his young protege. His ability to switch from a comic book enthusiast to a caring dad, often in the same breath, was nothing short of remarkable. Nicolas Cage truly delivered a memorable performance, proving once again why he's considered one of the best in the business. The heart and soul he brought to Big Daddy made the character's moments some of the most touching and unforgettable in the entire film. Mark Strong as Frank D'Amico. Every superhero tale needs a powerful antagonist to truly captivate its audience, and in this film, Mark Strong rose to the challenge as Frank D'Amico. His performance was the perfect blend of intensity and depth. Strong made D'Amico not just a typical bad guy, but a character that had layers, making him both fearsome and at times relatable. D'Amico's demeanor was always business-oriented, with a strict focus on his goals. This no-nonsense approach made him stand out, especially when juxtaposed against the somewhat inexperienced, often bumbling attempts of the film's budding heroes. This contrast not only heightened the stakes, but also added a touch of humor to their interactions. But what made Strong's portrayal even more compelling was the hint of vulnerability beneath D'Amico's tough exterior. Even as viewers rooted against him, there were moments where one couldn't help but feel a pang of empathy for the villain. This duality of being both the character audiences love to hate and also occasionally felt for showcased Mark Strong's versatility as an actor. These are kick-ass main characters, and we thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe for more update.